sun and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, we're right here. We're not leaving it, we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, it's rhythm, steel, and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We built artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real Titans of Soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free, and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.
IDA political leader questions the real reason for Minister Scotland's visit. PNM begins preparation for upcoming general elections. Ministry of Health highlights symptoms of dengue in children, and the Roxboro Day celebration successful. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Tuesday, 13th August 2024. Now to our top story. The walkabout conducted by the newly appointed minister in the Ministry of National Security, Keith Scotland, in Crown Point on Monday has left one politician questioning its effectiveness as a crime-fighting initiative. Speaking at a press conference this afternoon, the political leader of the Innovative Democratic Alliance, Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus, dismissed the walkabout as a political stunt. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
A walkabout undertaken by the Minister in the Ministry of National Security, Keith Scotland, and Commissioner of Police, Earlier Hereward Christopher, in Crown Point on Monday does not sit well with IDA political leader Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus. She stated that the public is also questioning the stunt.
Walking in the middle of the road, why? They didn't see ACP Hazel with them either. And of course, tongues are wagging. They're even asking why they're not in Roxboro, where the real crime was happening recently. They're frightened to go up there or what?
While she is not opposed to the minister or the top cop visiting Tobago, she would have preferred the focus on collaboration with the THA in fighting crime. She stated there should have been assurances that various arms of national security would receive the necessary funding.
Instead, what do we see? The minister walking in the middle of the road with the commissioner, and that the chief secretary is using Tobago's meager resources to fund the TTPS and to rent pirogues for the Coast Guard.
Dr. Soyafat Angus also criticized the strategies announced by Chief Secretary Fali Augustine. She expressed little confidence that they would be effective against crime.
It wouldn't happen by developing databases to track down criminals staying at guest houses or those who may be renting cars.
She explained that this strategy borders privacy infringement and could have negative economic consequences.
They know that an owner who hasn't had a tenant in 9 months and suddenly gets a year's rent up front is faced with a hard choice. Do they call the police or go to the bank and say, I can finally pay my arrears, don't take my house?
Dr. Soyafat Angus noted that this strategy resembles the ill-advised plan to put a bounty on a shark following a shark attack on a tourist in May. She reiterated her call for the central government and the THA to base their crime-fighting initiatives on credible data. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Minister in the Ministry of National Security Keith Scotland met with the Tobago business community to discuss the island's rising crime. Minister Scotland visited Tobago yesterday and toured police stations across the island along with Commissioner of Police Earl Haywood Christopher. The minister and the top cop also met with stakeholders of Tobago business community to discuss how the escalating crime could be dealt with. The meeting offered leaders within the community the chance to voice their concerns, share their experiences, and collaborate with law enforcement officials. Through this meeting, the Ministry of National Security stated that it aims to develop targeted strategies and solutions to strengthen safety and security in Tobago. The general election bell has not yet been rung, but the People's National Movement is already preparing to begin screening candidates. 9 constituencies in Trinidad have been given a deadline of Thursday, August 15th to submit nominees. Meanwhile, the opposition suspects the election dates will be announced before the end of 2024. Reporter Candace Jackson has the details.
The PNM has begun screening for nominees for the upcoming general elections. The party released a statement instructing members that the deadline for submitting nominees in 9 constituencies is Thursday, 15th August. In June, PNM leader and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley mandated party units from 9 areas currently held by the opposition to start seeking nominees. The constituencies undergoing early screening are Barataria San Juan, Caroni East, Kamuta Manzilla, Faizabad, Mayaro, Moruga Tableland, Pointe-a-Pierre and St. Augustine. No date has yet been announced for the general elections, which are due in 2025. The PNM won the last election on August 10, 2020, securing a second consecutive term under Dr. Rowley's leadership. Meanwhile, the opposition is anticipating early elections. Speaking at a press conference on Sunday, Opposition Senator Wade Marks stated that it will be before the end of 2024.
We understand right now they are looking to call a snap election at sometime at the end of November.
Mark claimed that it was the word around town and noted that the UNC is not bothered.
But whether they call it at the end of November, the end of December, in January, it doesn't matter. When the time comes, riot with its index finger.
The UNC is hoping to get back into office currently under the leadership of Kamala Persad-Bissassa. In Tobago, the Tobago People's Party has already expressed interest in contesting the Tobago East and West seats in the upcoming general elections, but it has not yet commented on its preparations. The Progressive Democratic Patriots political leader Watson Duke said his party is preparing to contest the elections whenever they are announced. The party is expected to officially launch its campaign on August 25th. The Innovative Democratic Alliance, currently under the leadership of Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus, are unsure whether they will contest the general elections. Dr. Soyafat Angus pointed out that with many parties in the mix, they will watch and wait and decide at the appropriate time. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
I'm so relieved Javel gave me this money. Now I could enjoy the holidays with my family and not have to worry about monies for bags, books and shoes.
Javel? Who is Javel? She could give me some money too?
Javel is the July-August vacation education loan at Bethel Credit Union. Up to $20,000 to help with all additional expenses during this July-August.
Yes, you heard right. Call the Bethel Credit Union and ask for Javel. She'll hook you up with the money to take care of all your additional expenses this holiday season. Open to new members too. Get up to $20,000 and have a worry-free holiday with Javel. Call 639-8226 or 631-1336 or message us on Facebook for more information.
Stay fit this July and August with free aerobics from the Ministry of Sports and Community Development. Let her play. Keep on moving. Java edition. Join us every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hampton Lowlands Multi-Purpose Facility, Tobago. Register online via Ministry social media pages or visit our Tobago location. Hosted by the Ministry of Sports and Community Development and its Pink Rain campaign, empowering women and girls in sports.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
Welcome back. Dengue cases have been rising steadily, with laboratory-confirmed cases now at 813. The Ministry of Health hosted a press conference today to address the dengue outbreak. Pediatric emergency specialist Dr. Joanne Paul shared various symptoms of dengue that parents should look out for in their children, since some symptoms differ from those of adults. Ariana Scipio has a report.
Dr. Joanne Paul shared that there has been an increase in pediatric cases, noting that symptoms of the dengue virus present themselves differently to those in adults.
So with children, they will have the rash, they will have the vomiting, especially where they persistently vomiting. They will have the normal fevers with the adults. And the difference also is they present more cargo, as we call in Trinidad. They're a little bit more confused. They have more neurological symptoms, and they have the belly pain.
Dr. Paul noted that children experience pain on the upper right side of their stomachs, while adults experience full body pains. She also advised parents to give their children plenty of fluids to combat the dengue virus, since they are susceptible to losing fluid quickly.
So the first 7 days, remember we spoke about this before, fever, and then you have when the fever breaks, really critically, when the fever breaks, that's when they're at most risk of having more severe dengue.
She pointed out that parents should closely monitor their children after the fever breaks. Dr. Paul highlighted that adolescents are experiencing an upsurge in cases compared to the last dengue outbreak. Moreover, she said some adults are contracting dengue for a second time.
So the patterns, not just with us, all over the world. It used to be where dengue was mostly for the really younger age groups, and the older ones, they've seen a shift where it's also adolescent and the 20 to 30 population.
Dr. Paul advised young people to be aware of the dengue virus and its symptoms, which consist of 7 days of fever, 2 critical days, and recovery. She said that if they realize they are not recovering from the virus, to seek medical attention. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
In the recent development on the island of Tobago, the Chief Secretary has proposed utilizing fishing vessels as a strategic tool in fight against crime. This approach is aimed at leveraging the island's maritime resources for enhanced surveillance and enforcement. However, the former Commissioner of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, Gary Griffith, has voiced strong objections, stating that this decision is unwise. Griffith would have appeared on the morning show where he stated why this innovation might be impractical and could potentially divert crucial resources from more effective crime-fighting measures. Reporter Tanisha Williams has the details.
Gary Griffith said that the Chief Secretary's approach is one of the worst crime-fighting efforts in Tobago in a decade. He understands why the Chief Secretary would make such a desperate decision, but said it's unwise and unfortunate.
It's not to say that it's not the best, it's actually the worst crime-fighting idea I've ever heard about Tobago in decades. But I could understand the desperation by the Chief Secretary. He's desperate. He wants to find something. And what he's doing was a knee-jerk decision because he's desperate.
He further stated that using these pirogues could potentially put a Coast Guard officer's life at risk because they lack suitable equipment compared to a Coast Guard boat.
So you can't use a pirogue to be involved in interception unless there's the type of cushion, the shock absorber to absorb the impact, the safety belt, the backrest. So you're virtually putting the Coast Guard officers at risk by doing something foolhardy as this.
Griffith said many safety measures were put in place to patrol and maintain Trinidad and Tobago's borders. However, these measures were dismantled when his tenure as Commissioner of Police ended.
All of these things that I implemented that had Tobago safe when I was Commissioner and as Minister have been dismantled, shut down, thanks to the same Keith Scotland's government that is now walking around aimlessly in a photo op, hoping that they can fool Tobago into reducing crime.
He said the technology he procured for monitoring and surveillance during his time should be utilized to protect the country instead of using these pirogues.
What you need is the proper radar, you need the drones, which I approved. I got the approval for, and it was dismantled after I left as Security Minister and Commissioner. Then you need to have the damming vessels to patrol your exclusive economic zone.
Tanisha Williams, Tobago Updates Television News.
The vibrant community of Roxboro came alive this past weekend for Roxboro Day 2024, a celebration of sports, family, and unity that marked the grand finale of a series of village tournaments. The event highlighted the rich tradition of athletic excellence and camaraderie that defines Roxboro. Janae Campbell has more in this report.
Roxboro Mise. Roxboro Day 2024 was an exuberant experience filled with many activities, and my favorite part was the food. Crystal Bascom played an integral role as a member of the organizing committee. She said the eventful evening was geared towards building community spirit and camaraderie through fun activities.
It's a family day where all the villagers come together to have an enjoyable day. They will take part in running races, novelty events, and everything along the line. We here, we having fun, we have music, we have food. There are the teams coming out, they're participating. So all in all, it's a good day. We're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves.
Ansel Toppin is the mastermind behind this Roxboro Village Sports League. When asked about his decision to pioneer this event, he said,
I started this idea because I realized Roxboro had nothing happening in Roxboro here. When I look at other villages, I see something happening in villages. And I said to my business, Top Second Bag, never my two sisters, I said, let me give back to the community. Let me do a series of sports for Roxboro. Let me make Roxboro great again.
He further expressed his satisfaction with the support he received from the villagers who willingly participated in the various sporting events preceding the Roxboro Day 2024 celebrations.
So we come out and we started with football, then we played all fours, then we cricket playing right now, right? We finished that yet, and now we saw family day. It's a big day. If you look around, you'll see how happy I am because the people are supporting me, and it's a way of we giving back, Top Second Bag, right? And when I look around, all the activities we did so far, including fishing competition, was a success.
Mr. Toppin said he has been accomplishing his goal of strengthening the Roxboro Lakers football team and All Fours team. The community of Roxboro can look forward to more philanthropic endeavors from Tops Ecomart and the team.
I'm a Roxboro man, and it's a Roxboro stuff for me. So this is go from strength to strength. Come December, never take with the children at cheap, free of charge. Roxboro is the greatest visit to me.
Also in attendance was Watson Duke, the area representative for Roxboro Argyle, who praised the committee for its civic-mindedness and boasted of his pride in his hometown. Team Alabama emerged victorious by a landslide, followed by Team Nationals, with Main Road cupping third place. The event saw live performances by local talent, including the Roxboro Police Youth Club dancers, Roxboro Gems, and budding soca artist Verse. Janae Campbell, Tobago Updates, Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
Said I'm falling, falling, I'm falling. As I lay in my bed with my head to the ceiling. Say I'm drowning alone and I'm lost in my feelings. sign, cause you know that I need it. Carnival, come back to me, cause you know you're my healing. I said this soca is my therapy, my therapy. It take away all of my anxiety, my remedy. I tell you that we all need love. Jump up and show me love, wind up and show me love. Together say we are.
Welcome back. A family was left distraught following an alleged altercation with police officers on Saturday morning. According to the family's account, the morning began when officers arrived at their home under circumstances that remain unclear. The woman who claimed that about 2 a.m., police officers broke down the door to their home, aiming their guns at them, and then proceeded to handcuff her husband. Her husband was taken outside, and upon return, she noted that his face was swollen, alleged from being beaten. The altercation escalated when police officers allegedly verbally assaulted the woman and her 2 children. Tobago Updates reached out to TTPS for comments on the matter, but all efforts proved futile. The United Nations declared August National Water Quality Month to emphasize the critical importance of maintaining high water quality for maritime life and human health. Lack of access to clean water is a major risk factor for the spread of infectious diseases. The quality of marine water directly affects the ability of fish and marine mammals to grow and reproduce. Tobago's marine environment is a vital component of the island's ecosystem and reputation. Preserving and protecting it is essential. To contribute, individuals can educate themselves about the effects of water pollution on marine life and take simple steps to conserve water, such as reducing usage while washing dishes, washing and showering, brushing their teeth. The weather report is next. Stay with us.
Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me be very hard, fiesta, fun.
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke what you have, what you know about.
It's too early for that.
You want the good all. They do good enough, nine. Girl, go the clump, can't lie. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and I'm winding up on my man.
Dream.
Here's what to expect of the weather tonight into tomorrow from the TNT Met office. Tonight is generally fair despite a few overnight or early morning showers. Tonight's temperature should be around 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow is expected to be predominantly hot, hazy and at times breezy, despite the low chance of 1 or 2 isolated showers. An initially fair night with a few isolated showers after midnight could be expected. Tomorrow's temperature should reach a high of 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 35 degrees Celsius. Sea is slight to moderate with waves up to 1.5 meters in open water and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise at 5:52 and sunset at 6:22. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Let's recap the headlines before we go. IDA political leader questions the real reason for Minister Scotland's visit. PNM begins preparation for upcoming general elections. Ministry of Health highlights symptoms of dengue in children, and Roxboro Day celebration successful. I am Bianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
Last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Carnival right here, we're not leave it and we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, it's rhythm, steel and powder. This is Tobago Carnival. Pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We build artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real Titans of Soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning. Great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.